Hey guys, Adam here. I've got a little insight, a little tidbit of information. My team, our Facebook fan page received our first potential hater today, and I've never had a hater before. At least not one that I've ever that I know about. So that's kind of cool. But my knee-jerk reaction was, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna say? How are we gonna respond? How should I take this? Are we doing something wrong? Should we change something? And so their comment was something like, you are a copycat of Gary Vaynerchuk. Fair enough. Our video, I'm actually gonna go this way, longer route, because this might be a long one. Our sort of route was, we seen, of course, what Gary Vaynerchuk had done, and to some extent probably idolized it a little bit, because it's great. I love it, and it is, for me, it's like the perfect medium. I can't do blog content, so it's kind of well, it's pretty. Look at that. Corn stalks in the middle of the city. That's awesome. Anyways, I got distracted. I'm terrible. I definitely choose to look at it as sort of a negative thing, and that was my first reaction. But at the same time, the other way I could look at it is I could look at it as a compliment. This particular individual has decided that we look enough like, or my team has put together something that looks enough like the content that Gary is putting out, that they've decided to say something, and like the video, mind you. That's pretty cool that we've done a good enough job that it could be compared to what Gary has done. And quite honestly, we haven't. We're not even close to that level. Our production quality, we're not there. We'll get there. We might get close to there, but we're not there. I mean, to be totally honest, we're just not there yet, which is cool. So we're trying to figure out how to respond to this. Immediately, I messaged Sarah and I say, what should I say? And I think the way we're going to respond is thanks. Thank you for taking time to compliment us, and not in like a snarky and annoying, sarcastic way. Like, thank you, honestly, because there's an important lesson that I've learned, and it's not to assume malice. Not to assume that he's saying this is a negative thing. I mean, there could be a way that I could that this could be understood as a positive thing, that he's actually saying something positive. I don't know. There could be a cultural barrier there, a language barrier there. And for me to jump up and say, hey, dickhead, or something like that, obviously I wouldn't say that, but there's no point in me taking the route of assuming that this is a negative thing. And so I implore you, if you find yourself in this position, to take a second, don't do the knee-jerk reaction, and try and understand where this individual is coming from. And I think you will find, as I have many times over, that your response ends up being a lot cooler, a lot more collected, and you don't end up in some sort of pissing match, which I'm often tempted and often find myself in, because I follow knee-jerk reactions just a little bit too often. So, a little food for thought during my walk back home. Let me know what you think. Have you been here? Have you found yourself in this position? And how did you deal with it? Or how should I deal with it, perhaps, even though I'm about to deal with it now?